Hello. This is gonna be a short review of the two teams. I assume these are the two Manchester teams. Um, so as I'm gonna be looking at both teams, I'll just give sort of quick points on each sort of thing and sort of what you want to do. So you both teams are sort of running dive comps. You know, you got the Doom dive with poke, and you got the monkey dive with poke. So both teams running basically similar comps. Just looking at win conditions, you got playing into the Widow's LOS, and you also got nade engagements on both sides. Um, Team two should be able to handle dives a bit better with the Brig Eater, but the Juno will offer a bit more uh, what do you call it, like side pressure, so you can play with like the Ash or something and like double angle or something like that. So yeah, I'm mainly going to be looking for like from Reclaimer soft engagers in and out inside the LOS of the Ash and the Widow to sort of try and get picks from the red team. Is basically the monkey would try and look to take space away from the Ash and the Ana or Juno. What's the other DPS on site? But Widow, Ash, Widow Hanzo. Like they're basically doing the same things. You're very looking for just for pick potential, and the tanks are basically trying to make space for the DPS. So we just start by okay. So someone dies instantly. Let's see how this happens. Are they just peeking it too long? Like as soon as when you're playing this match, you just gotta remember the range difference as well. Like Ash's range is probably good up to about like here anymore, and you're not gonna be doing much damage. Whereas the hard zone window can like basically kill you instantly. So like once you peak that, and once you realize don't ADS as well, like strafe a little bit as well. But I'm recording now, so I am good. So yeah, so that death was probably avoidable. Now team one has a choice. They need they get a pick, so they make it even. That's good. Griffin Widow. And yeah, I would say to the Widow, this is like a very common spot now for Widow makers to hold on first. So always like care that spot. Okay, the peel's good from blue team. Yeah, that's another thing Doomfist can do in this comp. Like apart from like soft engages, he can peel quite effectively against Monkey by punching him out of bubble and out of jump. So I do like to see that, especially in this comp. Yeah, like these punches are good. Like, you're fucking up his jumps, and he probably should die for that. He does. That's good from Reclaimer. Yeah, just lose the Widow duo. So this point here, red team's just wanting to play slow. Wait for the monkey to come back. Yeah, I think like it's fine pushing cart here, right? As long as they're not contesting. So at this point here, I'll just be getting either. Well, you could do two things here. One, you can have break hold point, Ana stay back a bit, and then there's that pocket, so force point. Have your tracer do a big flank, because you know the Widow's dead and it's going to come back. That's what I'll be thinking about right now. And you can kind of do it. I mean, actually, it'd probably be better even to go that way for the tracer. That's the best way to go, because you're going to have that Widow coming back and you can spawn camper. That's a worth trade. But you sort of cheat your engagement here. You go straight through past the Doomfist. Whereas if you went this way and catch them on the back, you basically surpass the Doomfist. So just think about your sort of pathing on the tracer. It's a nice punch from Reclaimer. Other Ana.
Sniper, be careful.
Yeah, you were just holding open space and you just be around you just didn't have any cover around you, so sort of you can get killed quite easily. So at this point here, Team 1 just looking for trades. Dying points is the main thing. Or getting out. Because you want another fight here realistically. Nice kill from Toklo. He needs to die quickly though now. No, another nice trade. Jesus. That's really good. This basically gives your team a really good touch. So yeah, you got the kills. But you can see it's kind of messy, right? Like the way people getting kills is sort of either people standing in the open, pathing incorrectly. It's sort of like very messy fights. There's not many like big team fights. It's basically lots of picks here and there. You get the touch. And you see 9. Right, I'll just leave that for now. I'm just going to the next one. Yeah, so here, now that you've got space from red team, I'll be looking for Monkey to set up early, maybe here. Widow setting up here. Maybe Tracer on this place here. And you maybe having your Ana bring on point. And then your Ana maybe here or here. Because then the monkey can hold the space a little bit and he can jump away. But you can see at the moment, like you guys are basically you gave up all the red team gave up all the space to blue team. You gave up all the space. You got 3 people on point, which fine. You can have maybe 2 people on point if you needed like speed, but you need to set up. If you get given that space, you need to set up. From blue team as well, I would say you're also very stacked. You don't need to play. I mean, it's kind of hard because they've got a tracer now, which makes life a little bit easier. But if the Juno and Ash plays here, you have an angle there, and then you have your Ana Widow play where they are now. And then this also allows, at least you're still in line of sight of the Juno. That's the main thing. Not to play 2 splits, like a soft off angle. But everyone's taking the same angle right here. Nice go for tricks. Sorry. Do this when I've just woken up. Okay. I'm gonna stop looking at these individual picks like mistakes. There's probably some micro errors in these, but yeah. Stuff to be fixed for another time. Yeah, so you sort of just kind of fall apart. Honestly, you could have maybe demoted. You had people coming back. I think you could have demoted them. It's a little bit hard because they do have a lot of votes as well, but I mean, yeah, that shouldn't have been that easy for Team 2. I always say comp wise, it'll be better. Double Hisk is never really the comp. So if you can run, not Widow and thing, but I mean, if these are their best characters, it's fine. But yeah, again, you can see like how it is, right? So like the Doom is holding the space, and it's allowing the Widow and the Ashe to sort of get picks. Monkey should have primed with that probably, or that's okay. I think this is just fine. This is like something about so like engage timing is very important in sort of dive comps and even in dive poke comps, right? Because you want your team to be able to help you and also capitalize off it. So 1, your Widow's died, and 2, you're basically getting cart movement for free apart from the Doom on it, right? So you go to jump, your Widow's not back. I think it's an alright jump, but you can hold the space, right? That's all you need to do. You don't need to commit onto the back line, because once you turn this corner, you can't see. So like just holding here with bubble is enough. And there's an Ashe by herself there, or an Ana by herself there, so better targets maybe. But like, if you live here, you gain. Look at the space you gain. The Doomfist is required to come back because he's lost his help. So yeah, if you lived there, didn't use Primal yet, that would have been a big thing. Again, bubble too early. You would be using that bubble once you made the jump or holding the space. Again, you're sort of winning off your Widow's picks, which is sort of, fine, but like you will counter teams with a better Widowmaker, so you need to play the macro better, sort of thing. Again, you got the space right. Okay, the nanos. That's good. Right, so in this comp, you want your brig or tracer to force point. Um, Either one. Like you can have your tracer force point here and your brig hold high ground, or you have your brig hold point and have your tracer flank. Yes. Which one's better? Maybe tracer forcing point because you can have your brig denying high ground, but like then again, you're only really denying high ground to Doomfist, and like tracer, you probably want your tracer hunting backline here. So I would say breakpoint. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So like as soon as like you get that pick on the Ash, you want your Winston to be taking space, right? Like they still have, you can like jump to high ground, pressure the Widow, pressure the Ana, pressure the Juno. Um, Because you see, like they just get that space back for free up top, and your Widow dies for it. Maybe he dies for it anyway, but yeah. And then again, nano timing off. Your monkey wasn't ready to go in, wasn't set up. Your tracer is not set up. He messed his jump, which is unfortunate. Just a couple of things there. Let's talk a bit more about blue team, but I mean, yeah, blue team's more a picky cog. You know, like we'll see how you use. You got a lot of ults. We'll see how he uses ults here. Okay, rally. Okay, that should not die there. Okay, right. So as soon as they rally here, and you see them coming towards your Ana, you want to be speeding your Ana away. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate. I think, like here, you need to be using your speed to get your Ana away from that brig. Or using your Juno ult to survive that. You literally have 4 ultimates, 5 ultimates, 4 ultimates. And you lose to a rally front. Like, you need to be using ultimates there. So here, I want to see Juno ult come out. Juno needs to come out. Okay. And then you want it facing towards point as well, so you can touch point. So yeah, it's a bit of a fumble at the end. Unfortunate. I think I'm still just seeing a pattern where it's like one Widow gets a pick, and then once the team, whoever has the Widow, needs to capitalize on that and not sort of just do nothing.
Ready for battle.
Comp wise, team 1 has gone to fully poke comp, and team 2 is going to overall comp. Okay. When are you gonna start? Here we go. Again, I pick. I mean, the Pokemon, that's what they're doing for. They want long fights. You guys want to play to run something over. That's unfortunate. I see. Maybe you were hiding, standing still, and you just got like poked. I don't know. Okay, I like what Reclaimer's doing here. He's taking the space, right? He's pushing them back. He's still in line of sight of his people. That's a bit too much stuff. That's really good from Reclaimer. Next, you just want to go back and hold the space. You don't want to play too aggressive here. If you play too close, they will just run you over. So let's see here. I like this place up here because you got the high ground. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, somebody gets the pick, right? And I think this place is fine as well. I'm not gonna argue too much about that. Yeah, so like at this point you wait for your Widow to come back, so you don't want to do anything. You can see like what they're wanting to do. Their core is moving around to that, and you get the Widow. Okay, you're an even fight. You can still win. Yeah, you need to punish that. Nice rock. Nice, yeah. That's a very aggressive flank, I will say. You don't need to go for it. Like, you want to go for these aggressive plays when your team is losing, but your team was even, right? So, if you know all their team is here, and you go for an angle here, unless you like hit a shot instantly, what happened there is gonna happen again. You gotta get one shot, you gotta get dove, or you gotta get something like that. I think you guys get full health here,
Personne
so
n'échappe à
it's
mon
like
regard.
3-1. Yeah. I like the Genji pick. I like it. Let's go into. Let's get into the comp, I think. I don't. The dashing is a bit aggressive. Yeah, so it's just sort of like the brawling section. So like, red team should win this brawl, right? And they do. You got the Genji harassing backline. Unfortunately, he dies. Oh, good angle from Bastion. I see. Okay. Nanoing Reclaimer is. I mean, Nanoing this comp, it's not really good target, I guess, but. Yeah, my audio is being recorded, thank God. Yeah, let's just quickly watch that again and we'll go it on because we're currently at 15 minutes. So I want to get on to Server, so fuck it, we'll keep going. But yeah, like Nano, fine. I'm not too hurt. You could use it maybe on the Juno for defensively for the Genji dive, or like use it to save someone. But like, okay, fine.
Do something.
Right. Now, if I was doing this live, I'd be like, tell me what's wrong with sort of this position here. And the answer would be you got the entire core rotating into you, which is a bit scouting thing. Your entire you're playing this as like you're playing this as a poke comp, right? So you're gonna have Reclaimer forcing point, you're gonna have Hanzo on one angle, you're gonna have you on one angle. If you were in here, your Ana can see you, but here it's very hard to see you because you got these like cover things here, and it's annoying. So you're playing in a way too aggressive angle here. Or you could play up here and have your Hanzo here, like these are still two different angles. And then, or if you played here, you can then mid-fight rotate here. You got options, but here is way too aggressive, too early on, and you just get rotated into. You use your coach to pick up to the high ground. To be fair, you do nearly get the kill, but it's very risky play. I think if you were going for that play, ask your junior to come with you. And you win that. That was 2 bad ultimates in a row. Why are they bad ultimates in a row? Wait, go back. Right, let's make sure that. Okay, so you get the pick, right? They don't use an ult. They back off. You Juno ult when they're around the corner, and you window on top of that when they're around the corner. So you get nothing from those ults, which is I don't know. Maybe that's a communication issue or whatnot. I don't know. But yeah, you want to be using those in the mid fight or to engage on, right? Because like they just kited that easily, and now you guys try and overextend to get a kill. I mean, Genji gets it, but your hunter dies for it. Sort of thing. Now you just want to be setting it up in a position. So like here, you're looking for maybe your blade, but again, you're sort of all stacked here. I would probably want your Genji on high ground like he is now. Widow's coming back. Oh yeah, Ash is coming back on Widow. Okay, here from so the side of blue team should have the big advantage with the Juno ultimate. This is a big ultimate. I like this from Reclaimer taking space. It's just about not peeking the Widow there until your tank has taken attention, right? You guys trade, but he dies, so it's not good trades. Any trades are favoring defense, especially the tank trades. But like if you trade the tank for something else, that's not a tank.
60 seconds remaining.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I think you guys can rotate onto high, or have at least you can see like they're giving high for free for a team. Okay. Again, also Juno, it's the same with Nano, like, not many of your team can actually do anything with it, because it's like, your...
30 seconds remaining.
Okay, you got the kill. I'm just gonna, yeah, so I think here, you blue team, red team, blue team lost because like two or three times you went for this rotate, got picked by the widow before your tank or someone can make a distraction up here. You know the widow's gonna be holding this angle, right? So it's about rotating around it, rotating through here if it's possible if you've got those heroes. And it's also about rotating and also like so that your tank will call here and be like, yeah, you can peek the widow, or yeah, I'm shooting the widow, guys, ping the widow. It allows your team to like sort of peek the angle then. Yeah, I mean this map was very get picks, but yeah, if you can like if you can capitalize off those picks more, it makes it easier. Yeah, it's just a messy fight at the end. Flux misses. Your ram ult on point. Yeah, okay. Fine. We go Sravasa next. Hopefully there should be less of these one picks, you know. Gamma Go. More like Gamma Goat. Right. What am I going to be wanting to see out of these comps? Dive. Poke. Versus Brawl. Basically Brawl. I am wanting to see. You want to. So Brawl wants to run something down, play in close places. Dive want to play in open spaces as their kill boxes. So I would be wanting to see the Echo on the high ground, maybe even the Doom on high ground, or the Doom holding choke here. Your Brig, Juno down here, and then Soldier either here or holding like a flank angle. Because Soldier can do this in this comp, right? There's nothing really that can run you down like a Tracer. So that's what I wanted to see. I don't like that you guys going here to begin with because you give all the space to the good from Soldier though. Okay, I guess I take that back. I don't know what happened there. I mean, ideally, it's just a big punch. It's a charge punch with a follow up. All right. Okay. So yeah, even though it worked, like it's still the suboptimal thing to do, right? Like if you were playing on this high ground, you can. This choke here is better for you than like going this way, right? Because they can hold 1, 2, 3 angles there. But like here, they can only really hold one angle, right? I mean, you got like these 2 side angles, sure, but like, you know, it's just better for you. Okay, you should win that fight. As long as you don't die. Right. Okay, there's a thing called stabilizing. So you Doom use his abilities, Echo use abilities. We've used the abilities to kill the Brig. Now this is the point for stabilizing from Team 2. What that means is don't do anything aggressive. Get your health back, get your cooldowns back, and Doom play safe. And you see how Doom and Echo dies then. That was good it's good from red team for punishing that, but blue team should have won that fight. Dan, that's a comms thing, right? You need to tell someone, support or tank, probably support, says, guys, stabilize. Again, how are you going to be thinking about this? We want angles on this Brawl composition. We want Soldier flanking, good. We want Echo. Okay, that's just a magic pick. Let's go next. Don't aim for it though, like, yeah. It's that good. Okay, now you're back to 5. Good. They overextended, that's good. So like you can see they were trying to get something, get more staggers, but they sort of went out into this open space where your team comp sort of works very well. So nice. Good. Oh, so you need clean up. You don't die. Well played. Okay, now for holding this, you have two options. Option number one, you hold the high grounds, like I said. Option number two, you hold this space here. Now, how do you hold this space here? You have your Doom here. You have your Juno break here. You probably have your Echo here, and maybe your Soldier here. How this works, as they walk through this open space, you can dive, preferably using an ultimate. This space, so what that means is Doom would engage, Echo would fly in, you would use Duplicate on, let's say, the Genji, and you would ult that, or you would use June ult. You should also be ult checking what they have, right? You'd be like, okay, they probably got DPS ults down, maybe tank ults, maybe not support ults. Yeah, ult tracker is a different session altogether. But you can see, like, holding this space here doesn't really give you anything, right? Because you're not you got one angle on their team, and what blocks that angle? A Rhine shield. Okay, too close. Go for the flag. I like it. Good punch. Okay, I don't know. Are they just feeding a punch? Oh, they are just feeding a punch. Alright, I think. Yeah, this faster rotates. I think that's what's happening here. I don't know if Juno has speed ring. Yeah, you speed ring too late. You need to be speed ringing that rotate. And then because he kind of just gets fucked. Good punch from Reclaimer. Yeah, you're holding the space nice, but like,
This
yeah,
ends now. It's engaged. Reinhardt.
Meteor strike.
Mark it.
alright, that's a very messy fight. Okay, ultimates required. I would say they shatter bladed. Definitely, I think these two ultimates are required because that keeps you up through shatter, and that will like help you stop the Genji blade. It does put you at a disadvantage next fight. Then I would have not used maybe Doom or Thing ult. I think you don't need those two ults. I'm not going to go back, but if Doom was about to die, fine. But otherwise, not needed.
Next, flashbang.
Maybe duplicate, but you're going to be... So, next, we are at ult disadvantage. What do we do here? We go for a chaos fight. What does a chaos fight mean? It means do something risky, high reward, but, you know... So, what that means is here, you got Visor. I would be saying to my soldier, go on the biggest flank of your life.
Flashpoint unlocked.
Fucking go all around here and like pin to them, or like hide here, pin to them as they come in, you know? It's like, Reclaimer's doing a good job making this walker fight. That Juno should not die there.
Unlocked.
He should not die there. Okay. Reclaimer's gonna do, like, a Doomfist just like one Doomfist looking at you shouldn't basically be the end. I would say also Rhine on this point. Not sure if us is not the greatest. It's more of a dive map, or like it's harder to make right work sort of thing, right? Because you guys need to play it all together. And like what you want to do here, I would say, is clear this high ground, and then force point with the Reinhardt on point, and then have your rest of your team go high ground.
Locking satellite vector.
Do they kite it? Do they kite it? Blue team just needs to kite. As soon as you hear that Juno more, literally press your W, S keys, out, run away soldier, run away. Yeah. They waste 2 ults for it, which is good. Oh, you got your ults now, next cycle. Why it says... Yeah, oh my god, sorry about all the yawning, oh my god. Yeah, so right over extends that's just you're just a different page, right? You can't really be doing that in a broad composition. So what would you want to be doing here? Once you got point, I would take the entire team, apart from Tracer maybe. Yeah, apart from Tracer, out to this high ground. Have Ryan here, you know, let's say you have someone want to push high ground, you can hold that really well. Let's say they go to force point, either your Tracer can match point or the Reinhardt can match point. If the Reinhardt drops, what the Doom's going to do is probably go high ground, right? So they don't have a Tracer of their own, right? So I would match Tracer to point if the Doom matches, and then let's say more of their team push through center, then you can then drop down, right? Because then you can like hold this choke, and your team has sort of you have the high ground, but you sort of lose that point basically from your Reinhardt. Um, Again, I don't mind playing out here. It's like you're forcing them to use shit to get to point, making the touch hard. That's fine. You just need to be care. You've got 5 ultimates, and they've got some ultimates as well. You just need to care their ultimates, their shatter, mainly.
Blocking satellite vector.
Hammer down.
Yeah.
This
You
ends
don't care the
now.
ultimate, you're gonna lose
Adaptive
that.
circuits engaged.
Right, you guys had 5 ultimates, so you're gonna lose that. No. How would we play this better? That's the question we will ask ourselves. Right. Hopefully you ult track shatter, that's the main ones. And Sojo, fine. What does that mean? It'd be like, okay, Reclaimer, they've got shatter, care, you know, you can ultimate away from it. To make their walk up hard, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna put our people on high ground, so that shatter's hard, right? We're gonna then Juno or Visor, or we're gonna Juno or Echo. We're gonna do something like that. Also, as Brig, you can also pull shatter quite easily, as long as your show's not broken. So that's another thing. But like you can see, you're basically lining up for that shatter. So once your Doom got that punch, it's time to press the S key and go to high ground. I see what you're going for, right? You wanted to play the fight quickly, but if you know they got shatter, it's sort of like kind of countered the ult like completely, right?
This ends now. Adaptive circuits
So
engaged.
yeah, that's a fight Team 1 should have won, but Team 2, you know, I like it. You shattered it early, you got the things, you used the ultimates. Now it's the opposite, right? Now well no, it's not the opposite. So still Team 1 should have the advantage here. 2 ultimates versus none. Good pick. I assume you're just holding way too forward. Like you can see the disconnect between the front line, which is the Reinhardt and Sombrero on the Sojourn, and between the back line of Brig and Juno's there. Like Brig's just out of position here. Riley, fine. I don't know if you could like held that a bit longer. Maybe you're gonna die. I think you could have held that a little bit longer, but you cleared up the fight with one ultimate, so it's fine. And you get the point. So I'm not gonna complain too much about that.
Next.
We're coming up to 30. We're just past 30 minutes now, so I'll just quickly. I'll watch one more point, and then I'm gonna call this thing. So yeah.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Which point are we going to? Right, this is a good point for Reinhardt, right? It's close. It's kind of hard to take angles around. I like what Reclaimer is doing here. This is a good kill box right here, but you sort of want more people with you there. But you get the kill by yourself. Where's Genji die? Genji dies to the soldier. Yeah, Reclaimer's popping off here. I'm not gonna lie. Damn. You can see, like, as Reclaimer's popping off here, the rest of your team. I mean, you only need one person to touch point here. You start walking up to help it, right? But I mean, he's sort of just he just gets he's the younger or the newer Andreas, you know. It's unfortunate on the post, but let's see if we could have set up better. Right. Just a general, right? You don't want to be. If you can see the enemy team, you want at least a tag in between there, right? Because they're just going to see a Brigitte by herself, and this is also where you're due to speed you away. I mean, so yeah, they do pushes, but like, right. So he's done his cycle, right, and he's out. This is when, ignore the last thing I said, but this is when you guys want to be going back because they're just gonna run. Like you're very close. I think you could be a little bit further back here. You get stuck, which is unfortunate. Okay, now you guys are all disadvantage. Team 2 is at the advantage. As you guys. Also, I think Team 2, you just not feeding Doofus Punch. Like, you've lost a lot of fights to it. If you know he has punch as well, don't stack. Or, like, stack less. Or, like, look for counter charges. Or, you know, you need to just be care. You need to, like, when he's got the thing, that's the thing you need to say. Care, Doom Punch. Because that can just win the fight.
Meteor strike.
It does feel just like we're falling over a little bit here. I think Ryan, you can hold it a little bit further up. Juno, you need to be playing with your brick. You need to be like, so you want your Ryan here, Tracers, good position, Sojourn here, and then like Brig and Juno here, right? You're still as a core together, but you can see here your Juno can't see you, and you're like really stacked here. A bit too stacked. So you want the Ryan a bit more up, which is good. How does that punch hit? What the? That is something. I'm not gonna blame you for that shit. That is just unfortunate as fuck. I would have maybe after that used an ultimate though. Rally or Juno. Oh, probably not needed. Yeah. I think yeah. So for red team, the main points. We'll watch this play and I'll go over like conclusion thoughts. But you can see what they're doing, right? Yeah, blue team's doing they're choking up the choke and they got angles on it, which is good. Now it's about ult tracking, shatter. They got 4. This is a chaos fight. I don't know how you want to chaos it. You could have Genji flank around here. You could have Soldier flank around. You could even not chaos it. What you can do is say, okay, let's bait an ultimate at this choke and then kite back to point. That's probably the play here. It's very hard to chaos it without like a blade or something. So Chase is touching point, fine. You guys have to give space faster. No, okay. Okay, so a lot of things went wrong there. Doom went too far forward, which, okay, he missed his punch, fine. As soon as that happens, everyone else needs to kite. They need to be going out. There's no point matching. You're 99%. Don't need to, you've lost the fight. Don't match Juno ult. Gamago shouldn't really be down that fast. That shatter, unfortunate. I'm not going to do that for there. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff there that sort of...
This ends now.
You don't need ult. Over ulting, no. It's a 42. Yeah, now you only have Rally to come back if Rally is visor. It's not that worth ults, but do you get touch actually?
Ruins.
No. How do you touch? How do you touch? You need to punch on there, like. I think you could have won that. I think your team was winning that. Maybe not winning. Maybe winning. Yeah, I think your team could have won that. It would have, at least you would have had a chance. Okay. Let's talk about main points to work off for each team. Team 1. I think you played the dive pretty well. I think the Doom dive worked. I think when you mainly lost because your backline got caught off guard, so it's like backline was like too far up, and then it sort of once your Doom had his cycle, you were still there, which just allowed their team to just walk over you. Um, I think ultimate wise as well, it was all right. I think I can't remember if it was you guys who double ulted, but it might have been. I'm gonna, I'm gonna ignore ultimates for now. I'm just gonna talk about the macro of the comp. So yeah, so backline, positioning, I think needs work. Um, I think sometimes, yeah, it just feels like the comp just runs over you, or someone gets picked out there. So I think that's an important thing. For reclaimer, I think they did pretty well. Your good punches, charge punches, all that. So I can really see anything individually. Soldier, you had good flanks, so that's good. Tricks, good blades. What else? Yeah, mainly. Maybe I can talk about ults then as well. Then, yeah, then ultimates. You sort of sometimes you over ulted or invested ultimates when the fight was lost. I think just also generally positioning against brawl teams. That's the main thing. Like in this matchup, you need to make sure you take angles. That's the main thing. Like sometimes everyone was just standing, looking down one way, right? And just think about like every point. Where is your kill box? Where are your angles? Oh, I just deleted the entire thing. Okay, back. I think backline positioning and angles is the main thing. Um, yeah, that's the main thing I saw anyway. And then Drunker Town, yeah. Hopefully, my points on Drunker Town will make clear then. For Team 2, it's about faster rotations. You need to be using your Juno ring to get places because you're getting stuck in these chokes. If you're getting stuck in this Doom choke, look for either fast rotation around him, which means like, because if you go for that rotate, his entire team has to set up, and if he dives by himself, he's sort of fucked. So like, look for these faster rotations, different rotations. Don't always go down the same way, playing like small rooms and stuff. Um, there was a lot of split between frontline and backline, or the core. You guys are splitting too much, and like or slash lit, you guys were desynced. Basically means like if your Reinhardt was in and your rest of the team wasn't in, or your Brig was in and your rest of the team wasn't in. So you sort of like people getting picked very early in fights, which sort of gave Team One a lot of things. Uh, so what I would say for things to work on for both teams, um, whoever's coming in the red team, I want you to make it aware about like if someone's overextended, right? So let's say your Reinhardt. Okay, let's say your Reinhardt or whoever is the shot caller, and you can be like, guys, are you with me here? And be like, no, 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 come back. We need retreat, like kite, get out of there. Or if it, it's better if it's a support, honestly. Let's say it's your Juno, right? And you see your Reinhardt going in, be like, no, Reinhardt, come back, come back. We're not ready to go in. You're overextending. So just about making sure everyone is on the same page. Um, and or it's like break, come back. You're too far forward. Reinhardt's still coming back. Play slow, that sort of thing. For blue team, what I would want you to work on is probably stabilizing. I think I saw some fights where like, especially first fight, you got the kill, but then you lost because you didn't stabilize. So I think that's a good call for any of these dive compositions. So whoever's the shot caller, learn that word, and then as a team, sort of do it together. And then two as well, backline. Just like in these comps, like the brig is the easiest thing to kill, right? So you need to play very safe. Like I played a scrim yesterday, and like fuck me, that was like I was playing brig. I was just getting you need to play like so safe in backline. Um, but yeah, I would just think about your positioning and respect the tank, right? Like if your Doom's here, you can play a safe position here. But if you're right behind the Doom there, they can just run over you. Also, when it comes to ults as well, uh, positioning wise, it's good. Like you want to be safe. So like if you know they have shatter, you do not want to stand in a straight line against them. So you want to play split. Uh, I hope that helps. If you have any questions or if you want me to go over anything individually, I can do. Um, I can't do everyone individually, but if there's a couple people want to do it, I can help with. I assume I'm just filling in for Harris at the moment, but yeah, I hope that helps anyway. Okay. Um, thank you for watching. Bye.